Hello, now I'm going to discuss about the topic food chain. It is for Bsc Zoology honor students. Let's discuss food chain. You all come across this term. It is the linear pattern of different trophic levels starting from producer to top consumer. Okay, the relationship between one trophic level and adjacent trophic levels may be described as food chain. Okay, the transfer of food energy from producers through a series of organisms that consume and are consumed, that means eat and being eaten, is termed as food chain. Okay, a food chain shows a movement of energy from producer to a final consumer. Okay, that's why all living organisms consume food. Ultimately they get energy for their all physiological activities. Food chain, yeah. Food chains have 3 to 5 trophic links with 15 to 20 species. Okay, food chains consist of 3 to 5, and most commonly food chains are shorter in length. Okay, usually the length of food chain is shorter. Why the food chain is shorter? To explain this, there are two hypotheses. First one is energetic hypothesis and second one is dynamic stability hypothesis. According to energetic hypothesis, the length of food chain is limited by inefficiency of energy transfer along the chain. Okay, as the chain of the food chain is longer, the energy availability will be less according to the 10% rule of ecosystem. Okay, at each transfer a proportion of potential energy is lost as heat. This is the reason the as trophic level increases and number of organisms increase in the trophic level, availability of energy will be less. Now, therefore, the shorter the food chain or near the organism to the first trophic level, like after producer, first trophic level, second trophic level organisms will get more energy than the top consumers. Okay, the greater energy available to that population. According to, now next come to the second hypothesis. Okay, this hypothesis is dynamic stability hypothesis. It proposes that long food chains are less stable than short chains. Okay, and population fluctuation at lower trophic levels are magnified at higher trophic levels, potentially causing the local extinction of top predators. That means after producer level, primary consumer, secondary consumer, the population are more in number and the number is more fluctuating. If the number is fluctuating, like sometimes it is decreasing, sometimes it is increasing, it will ultimately affect the top consumer level or the very immediate consumer depending on this trophic level, and ultimately this leads to extinction of top predators according to the dynamic stability of hypothesis. And first one indicates the loss of energy. These two hypotheses tell us that shorter the food chain, energy availability is more, longer the food chain, energy availability is less. That's why the food chain is usually short. Thank you.